Let's bring in our next guest analyst. That's going to be Oliver Sloup. He's with Blue Line Futures in Chicago. All right, Oliver. Tomorrow's a report day. We just dancing, holding hands here. What's going on? And we just waiting for the news tomorrow at 11.
Well, I think you and I have covered this plenty of times. Yeah, we're always waiting for the next piece of news to drop.
Wishing our lives away. Yeah, wishing our lives away.
Exactly, but I wouldn't be doing that for this report. Typically, this is kind of a snooze fest of a report, so I'm not really expecting a whole lot. And looking at the range of estimates, we're not looking at any real significant changes in a lot of those numbers. So we're kind of focusing in on the technicals and what those are telling us right now. Now, looking at the corn market specifically, I've wanted to be optimistic. I've tried to be optimistic, but look at that chart. It does not look that friendly. We're starting to make a trend of lower highs and lower lows, and if we do take out this week's low, there's really not a whole lot of support until you get to that gap from July 26th, which comes in closer to 590. So that's the bad news. The good news, soybeans look really constructive. We're knocking on the door of $15 today, the highest price since the middle of September. If we get out above there, there's a gap that goes all the way back from June. That comes in closer to 1528. So although the corn chart looks not very promising, soybean certainly has a little bit more of a silver lining here ahead of the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be one of those days. After the news comes out tomorrow, what are we going to wish our lives away for next? What will be the next event that you'll be looking for to maybe pin some, maybe get these markets rallying a little bit?
Well, I think a lot of it's going to be Fed speak going forward in the outside markets and money flow. That's been a huge catalyst in commodity markets really throughout the course of this year, and I don't really expect that to change anytime soon. The last couple times we've seen the outside markets rally, we have seen some pressure in some of these grain markets, as I think you see some of that money flow back into stock. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Fed does here going forward, and if that attracts money outside of commodities and back into the stock market. That's going to be something I'm keeping a pretty darn close eye on here.
Yeah, the inflation wars, that's not going away anytime soon. You're right. And we've still got Russia, Ukraine. We've still got China, Taiwan. There aren't any things
Expect the unexpected. That's all we can do anymore.
Right. We haven't gotten any real clarity on anything, really. I guess we've got inflation coming down just a little bit. We'll hear about that again tomorrow with PPI. But these stories are going to run and run and run.